You are live, my friend.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into this AFC South show 247. After the nice little break hiatus after the Super Bowl, we're coming up here quick on the start of the new league year, so it's about time to get back in the saddle. My name's Curtis. I'm 1/3 of That Real Texas Team podcast. If you're a Texans fan, go check us out. Up at the top right, we've got Isaiah, our resident Jaguars fan. He is 1/3 of Third and Teal.
1/3 of this AFC South show too. Yeah,
Today,
Colts fans.
Right. Absent from the equation, as cleverly hinted at there by Isaiah, there are no Colts fans. Classic.
We already knew that.
Classic surprise.
Hey, let's go. My boy's showing up early.
That's right. That's right. Unfortunately, there's like fucking no Jags news, but as is
we're a team.
Yeah, they're still there. Down in the middle, we've got Andrew, who's one half of Titans Table for Two. You can see him on OnlyFans. Not much playing. If you're a Titans fan, go check out Titans Table for Two. Gentlemen,
DM me, I'll drop the link.
Gentlemen, we're in the pre-free agency. So how are we feeling about the moves that our teams have made respectively? I know the Colts, because they're not represented, they got to feel like ass because, I mean, what else are they going to feel?
Let's say the news is like they're trying to re-sign Daniel Jones, but they're pretty far apart on the numbers.
Yeah.
I know. So
Daniel Jones is trying to get that
Daniel Jones money.
That Sam Darnold money.
And they're talking like $10 million a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Were they really?
It's like a big gap. They're like 15, 20, $25 million off.
Damn, they have his market value on Spot Track at 43 million, 43 and a half.
I mean, he played well.
I mean, up until he got hurt, he played really well.
Yeah.
And I thought they might get some sort of discount once he got injured, but to say, hey, we're going to try to pay you the same exact thing we paid you last year.
Yeah.
Is a little crazy to me.
Well, especially too, because it's like, what are they going to do? Roll with Anthony Richardson?
No,
Leonard.
He's requested a trade.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do you trust Riley Leonard enough to either draft somebody or move on from him? Like, no, like you're pretty much stuck. You either get Daniel Jones or you might as well cut everybody.
Yeah. I mean, any other quarterback out there that you're going to sign isn't going to be like that much less. Like Malik Willis is going to demand the same amount of money. What are you going to go get fucking Russell Wilson? Like,
yeah. No.
So they're kind of stuck in the rock and a hard place. And I think Daniel Jones has all the pull here.
Oh, yeah.
Just be like, hey, I'll go play for the Dolphins. They'll pay me $25 million, $30 million.
Damn, Mookie got me.
Also, too, I mean, if they franchise tag him, they're paying him $55 million or $60 million, whatever it is a year. I mean,
yeah, and they have no draft picks early because they traded them all away. So it's like you're stuck with this team. You know they're trying to get Alec Pierce signed too.
Hey, I mean, Sauce Gardner can throw the football, maybe. You know, all them picks he sent over there for him. Oh, there he is.
We got a run in.
He was listening, and now he's upset because we're all right.
Oh,
right.
we got
we got a run.
There he is.
Probably hearing from a mile away because that was the sound of his meat slapping between his legs. It's a hernia, not his penis, but
yes, we watch college. Mr. Mookie goated 50.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a Brandon sighting already. Did you guys see where I called Trevondre Sweat trade on stream 2 weeks before it happened?
Yeah, I just don't think he fit Saleh's system, and I think it was a win-win trade. We get an edge rusher who's thrived under Saleh, was a Pro Bowl player.
Jeff, can you throw the ball?
No,
because you don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, what's going on up there with Daniel Jones and Indy there, buddy?
What's going on?
I hear they're pretty far. I hear they're pretty far apart.
Yeah, I'm seeing reports. It's like 50-50. They get a deal done. I'm betting more than likely he gets the tag at this point.
Damn,
would be my bet.
That has to be done by tomorrow, right? The tag.
Yeah.
I don't even get that though, because like from reports like Andrew was saying that they're like 10-15 million apart. And the tag's like
I'm
what,
thinking he wants at
55
least
this
40 million.
43.895 is the number.
Oh,
for the
really?
tag.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, if he's
I'm thinking
asking
that's
for, if he's asking for
I think the Colts are
35,
probably like, I'm
20,
thinking the Colts are
25.
probably sitting around like 25, 30. Yeah. And he's
Well,
like, I want to get paid closer to 40.
last I heard, which I mean,
Bro,
there's a bunch.
I
This is
think he'll be
lying
tagged.
season. They were trying to pay him similar to what they paid him last year, which was 14 million. And he's like, I see how I played last year. I need 35.
They'll probably tag him.
Yeah, probably going to end up tagging him, which is going to be more expensive in the short term. But
Prove it again before I, put 4 years on you.
yeah. Another guy in the Colts QB room potentially could be on the move. That'd be former 4th overall draft pick Anthony Richardson, who has been given permission to seek a trade. Does he actually end up going anywhere? Does anybody actually really?
What's
really,
he worth?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not getting a first
gotta-
one. You're not getting a second. You're probably getting like a
6th
fifth.
or 7th.
Yeah,
5th is being
It's
generous.
a late round. And my bet is he goes to somewhere. I mean, Minnesota is a likely side. They don't have anybody. My guess is he'll go somewhere to be a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe,
Apparently,
I don't know. I don't want to say Buffalo, maybe Green Bay, something like that.
Apparently,
Green Bay is in the market. If anybody could do something with it, it might be full of floor.
Yeah, apparently, what's it's called? They're already moving on from JJ McCarthy up there in Viking land.
That doesn't shock me.
That came out, and apparently the word of the building is they are getting rid of him, or they're at least moving on from him. Which that tells me his work ethic is fucking terrible.
I never liked him coming out.
I didn't either. He was Harbaugh talked him up, and they won the championship, and he wasn't even that good. They won the
He handed
championship.
the ball
'cause they
off
had,
like crazy.
I was about to say because they were giving the running backs
Blake
50
Corum.
carries a game.
Yeah. 9.
Blake Corum's backup was more of an MVP than JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. Robert says Baltimore backup. Yeah, I think so. I think that would probably be a good place.
I see Baltimore, I see Green about San Francisco.
Yeah,
San Francisco runs a system
send a fifth.
is the complete opposite of what Anthony Richardson needs. He can only throw the ball deep half the time. You ask him to throw that ball short, buddy. Whew.
You want him to do a 5-yard check down to McCaffrey? Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
That 5-yard check
I'm
down.
just talking
maybe
about
to
offensive
a 40-yard
coordinators
check down.
that are good about like building offenses around players.
They are, but like you can't run go routes every time. I think again
there either. So to be fair,
I think he probably is better suited to just go ahead, get traded, and convert to tight end. Drink a lot more milk because this boy is fragile as hell. So we got to figure something out about that. But
Kyler Murray to the Vikings, I can see that.
Yeah. Should go to Arizona and compete with Brissett.
yeah. Other news.
Brissett, so
We got other news. Isaiah, obviously, Travis Etienne is kind of the more eye-catching name as far as like the possible free agents leaving Jacksonville. Is there anybody else that maybe we're overlooking? I haven't.
Lloyd. I think you. That's a weird way to say Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, they're expecting Devin Lloyd to sign for like 20 to 25 million a season.
Oh shit!
After a mediocre year, in my opinion. I was talking to Andrew about that before you came in. Like he had the picks. He played great in coverage, but he only had like 35 solo tackles. And he only had like 80 tackles on the year, like something not very impressive. Like as a run stopper, and he really wasn't playing that great. Like even the assists weren't really there for me. I don't know, but I mean, it's really. I don't think either of them are coming back to Jacksonville. Is basically what I'm going to say.
Didn't Dewey a free agent too?
I mean, yeah, Dewey Wingard, but that's. I guess we're technically not like he might still sign for cheap because he's not going to get money anywhere. But yeah, no, I think that Etienne and Lloyd are both gone. They may transition tag Etienne. I could see that happening. It has nothing to do with the question in the chat, but they may transition tag Etienne and see if he tests the market and if he gets more money. But other than that, I don't see us re-signing either of them.
What about Monteric Brown?
Question. I don't know how, like, it was a Facebook post that I saw. Is there any trade rumors about Brian Thomas getting traded?
No, absolutely not.
He's not
That
going
is 100% made up.
I figured.
There's nobody close to the Jaguars that's actually saying anything similar to that. That is purely just conjecture and people making shit up. The thing about Monteric Brown for me is that they have his yearly number a lot higher than what he's really worth, in my opinion. Because they were saying, like, Spot Track the other day when I was looking, they had him at like $9 million or something like that per season.
Yeah,
and I mean he's a decent backup, in my opinion. I don't know that he would really be a great starter anywhere. Yeah, 9.2 is what they have him listed at. I'd sign him over Greg Newsome, but I mean, I don't think he's worth that kind of money.
Okay.
But he might go somewhere else and thrive.
Were those your two starters, Monteric and Newsome, or is there somebody else out there?
No, it was Newsome, and it was kind of flipped throughout the year, but it was Newsome and what's his name, Jordan Lewis when he was healthy.
Oh yeah.
And then Monteric and Travis took reps, but yeah, Newsome kept getting hurt, and yeah, I don't think Monteric's worth $9 million a season personally, especially with like how athletic this draft class is. I'd rather just draft a guy. And they also said that Travis Etienne's going to be pretty much like 100% defense and come in for plays on offense next year. So
nice.
Old Gladdy Daddy said that in an interview. He's like, they asked somebody, he's like, well, you see who's leaving in free agency is the DBs, really. So that's where we're going to be asking him to play most of the time. Oh yeah, and Jarian Jones. That's what I was forgetting. We got Jarian Jones over there too. So yeah, I'm not worried about Monteric. If he comes back for like $2-3 million a season, yeah, I could do that, for like a high level 4 or 3. But no, not more.
Hell yeah. All right. Fuck, my typing is terrible. All right.
What about Alec Pierce, Jeff? What's the news on him?
Well, I would assume that if they are going to wind up either franchise or transition tagging Jones, that Alec Pierce is probably going to get a long term. I don't hate it. I think they're looking in the ballpark, probably around Pittman, 2025, somewhere in there.
Yeah, well, that's what I've heard. Sign Pierce and release Pittman.
That's my bet. Like, it's right now they can save, I think it's like 20-something million in cap if they just release Pittman outright. I would like to see him stay, but he'd have to rework his deal. If that can't happen, he's probably going to get cut.
Yeah.
But I do think Pierce is going to land a longer-term deal.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be kind of stupid to let that kind of production just walk out the building. And
especially since he finally hit his stride,
literally.
I mean, there was still a lot of instability at quarterback, and he showed that he can be productive with anyone under center, really. So I think it'd be dumb to let him go.
And it sucks that you had to get rid of Pittman because I think Pittman, he's always been a good receiver, but I think he really stepped up this year in the red zone where he needed to be more productive this year. I think he's a solid receiver.
Curtis,
he is.
Curtis, you need a full body and a headshot, right?
Yeah. 2 headshots.
Are there any other big free agents? What y'all got? Is Quiddy Pay? Free agent, right?
I think so. I think Zaire Franklin's another one, and all of them could be just, I don't know.
Braden Smith is out there too.
They've got a lot of people going on free agency. I can't remember the whole list, but there's quite a few names, and most of them I'm like, eh.
Mo Alley Cox, gotta bring him back.
That's how I feel.
You gotta bring Mo back.
I don't think we signed him last year, and I was pissed about
it. What are you gonna do without your Alley Cox?
They're not gonna re-sign him. He's gonna show up to fucking training camp.
He's just gonna be there.
I'm here, guys.
Just in case.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, Robert Saleh is already making some moves in Tennessee, sending Tavondre Sweat to the Jets for Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
What What are your initial thoughts about this move, and where
I
does it
like
leave the Titans now?
I like Tavondre, but I do think it was a win-win. I think he was going to be asked. I think his work ethic was already a question. I think all the potential's there. You're going into a defense with this even front where it's going to ask you to do even more instead of just clog up the lane. You're going to be able to move with the line of scrimmage in this defense, and I think it's a win-win because the Jets need a run stuffer, and we needed an edge rusher and one that thrived under Saleh. I know he didn't have the best year last year, but he's coming off the Achilles, and then the year before the Achilles, he was a Pro Bowler. So I think it was a win-win for both teams. And you really don't see these player-for-player trades, but I think it really worked out good. And I think Jermaine Johnson's the perfect fit for a team that needs pass rush help.
Okay. So this doesn't preclude the Titans from bringing in a splashier name in free agency or the draft?
No, I don't think so. I think I would be hard pressed to not think that John Franklin Myers doesn't end up on this team next week. Someone who thrived under Saleh, who's had 2 good years with the Broncos. He's already tweeted about coming to the Titans already, and that's your guy who's going to fill in for Sweat, and he's that guy who could get up and down the line of scrimmage with Simmons. And then when we have $90 million in cap, I think there's still some casualties out there that haven't been cut yet. And, I think Snead doesn't make this team. I'm not sure he makes it next week. I'm not sure Tony Pollard makes it the next week. I like Tony, but I think there's running backs out there via draft and free agency that could be an upgrade over Tony. So with $90 million cap, with more to come, I think they're going to give Jeff a bigger contract, which is going to create even more cap space the way these contracts go out. And I know the rumor is that they're going to try to re-sign Zeitler to 1 more year. So we have a right guard set and then bring Chig back, which I'm up in the air. I like Chig, but I'm not sure. No, we'll see. I'm okay with that too, I guess. But really just puts us in a position with the releasing Lloyd Cushenberry is that we need a center now. And there's some good centers in free agency. I could see them making a splash move there and maybe another edge and receiver like a Wan'Dale Robinson. Or maybe if Michael Pittman gets released, I could see him in a Titans uniform next year.
We got some comments to get to real quick. Kingmaker Sports checking in. Salah got his boy Jermaine. Good fit.
Yeah, for sure.
Robert Sweat is a people mover. Y'all are crazy. Devil Dog.
Yeah, I just knew you were going to be in here, and I wanted to help you get off tonight. So,
nice. Isaiah, trim his beard.
5 year,
yeah, that's what I was responding to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, he's trimmed his beard since we were on a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
I really expected him to come out with it down to his chest.
Yeah.
Braided or something crazy like Vikings.
I don't see people keep talking about Ridley and Snead. I don't know if Ridley gets cut. Because despite everything, he's probably still the most talented receiver on the team right now.
Yeah.
I like Chim. I think Chim's gonna develop
Devil Dog every
player.
Even Superman has to take off his cape, buddy.
We took a little off season.
Yeah, even we got a rest. I expected it to be all shaved off like Stroud. Other moves in Tennessee: Xavier Woods, Lloyd Cushenberry cut. Where does that leave us in the secondary? I know it's an issue already. If you got no Woods, you got fucking what's his tits? The corner, Snead.
I think he's still there. Woods. So I wasn't surprised by the Cush cut just because he didn't play that great coming off the Achilles, and then he hurt his shoulder too. And that's what they released him with the injury designation. So I wasn't super surprised by Cush. I was more surprised by Woods because he actually played pretty well last season. And in Saleh's defense, he runs a lot of 4-2-5 where he has 3 safeties out there, and he's the third safety. You got Hooker and you got Winston, and he was that third guy. So, but maybe they thought he wasn't a scheme fit. I know Saleh likes a more tall, athletic, rangy safety, and that's not necessarily Woods' build. So maybe that's where it's at. I was surprised by the Woods. So I could see us going after, a third safety. Doesn't have to be, the best safety out there, but somebody who could, be a third safety.
Okay. Let's see here that. So the Texans made a couple trades today. Titus Howard, offensive guard and tackle, was traded to the Cleveland Browns for a 5th-round draft pick. He played, I'm pretty sure, all of the offensive line spots except for center at some point last season, if only for just a few plays at a time. Titus was very versatile, but he was never. What's the phrase? Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, master. Yeah,
that's Titus Howard. He was never going to just blow you out of the water with his performance at any one position, but he could go in there and get you serviceable reps.
Yeah. He could jack them all off, but he's not a master at it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Isaiah gets it. But 5th-round draft pick is the first pick in the 5th round. Moving on to the second trade, Juice Scruggs, a 4th-round draft pick and a 7th-round draft pick, traded to Detroit for David Montgomery to just automatically improve over the existing running back room, which, obviously Nick Chubb was a 1-year rental. We're expecting Joe Mixon to be cut any day. That'll save $8 million. So now it's David Montgomery, Woody Marks, and Jahar Jordan. And you don't really feel great about that. You're still feeling like there's additional moves that need to be made as some sort of, extra dimension that needs to be added to the backfield. But David Montgomery is very effective in short short yardage situations. He's got a nose for the end zone, and you guys watched. I mean, we couldn't get the ball across the goal line to save our fucking lives. Hardly ever. I think we were, if not the worst red zone offense last season, we were the second worst. So I think both of these moves are, steps in the right direction. Titus Howard was going to look for an extension, which would have put him in the $22 million plus a year. And while obviously CJ Stroud's performance in the playoffs is putting a huge damper on what we thought this man's ceiling could have been, you still have to try to game plan for the future. And you're going to have to say goodbye to players that you thought were really good and had been here for a long time. So, I thought maybe he was going to stick around for another year, but trading him now, I get it. And then Juice Scruggs was rotational at best, and moving on from him at this point was incredibly necessary. And then we cut safety Jimmy Ward, who missed all of last season with an injury and off the field, we'll call it legal troubles. So we're slowly nickel and diming this situation of being under the cap, but I think they're going to be restructuring a few people. There's some restructures that could happen with Daniil Hunter, and they're going to extend Will Anderson Jr., and apparently they're going to make him the highest paid player or defensive player in NFL history.
Deserves it.
Yeah, he does. He's one hell of a player so far, and you're going to be kind of hemmed in by how much money you can spend at different places. I think you're going to have to draft really well and be very selective with how you spend your money from this point on. But now that we've caught up on all of the individual teams' goings on, let's talk about some rookie scouting, gentlemen. I guess right before we get into that, let's see, we got some comments that I haven't even looked at. Let's see. So trading for a better O-line. Hey, addition by subtraction, Robert. Addition by subtraction.
You don't have any big free agents like what, Ed Ingram?
Ed Ingram. I think they might try to bring him back.
Some like backup edges, kind of like what Autry and Barnett are out there.
Autry's probably gone. There's a couple people in the draft who are a similar physical build I think trying to do
I mean,
that.
Autry's like 36, dude. So
Yeah, exactly. I think there's at least 2 defensive tackles and 1 edge rusher that I've heard of that are kind of tweeners, can kind of do both.
yeah,
That kind of fit that mold. So I think that's fine with me. She trying to hit y'all. Okay. Is it the first pick of the 5th round though? It is the first pick of the 5th round. You want Walker Little and get another Jag reject? No, you guys got Eric Murray. We're good.
Oh,
It's all square.
there's always the Colts.
Is that a Trevor statement? You exited before us, though. Jesus Christ. Who's talking right now?
I don't know. Devil Dogs.
I think they're arguing with each
Devil
other.
Dogs arguing with the demons in his head. I don't know.
Well, look, I was at work, unfortunately, during most of, if not all of, the scouting combine. I did get to kind of thumb through some of the highlights, marquee 40-yard dash times, and I was at Sadiq that ran the 4.36 as a tight end. That's pretty crazy. But John, I'll ask you guys: was there anybody, if you watched, was there anybody that kind of stuck out, made themselves a little bit more of a household name?
This has got me. Obviously, free agency is going to tell a lot about what we do in the draft because we have so much money and the holes to fill. I'm squarely on the Jeremiah Love train right now. I love Jeremiah Love.
The love train, all the world, love train. Okay, Isaiah, you kind of rubbed your hands together like an evil mastermind, about to unveil the reasoning behind his evils. So what's up?
Dylan Thieneman, my dog out of Oregon. He has the same build as one Mr. I'm not gonna say that his nickname. I don't like the nickname. I'm gonna do it. Mr. Exciting White himself, corner for the Eagles. You know what I'm talking about. Cooper DeJean, baby. 6'1", 203 or 207 pounds, whatever it is. Better vertical. He had like a 41-inch vertical, and he ran a 4.37 or official 4.35 yesterday at the combine. We have our other safety coming back this year who ran like a 4.35 as well last year from Tulane. Oh, geez, I can't think of his name right now. Anyways, not important. We had some extra speed on the back end to kind of pair up with that, and that way he can kind of learn behind Eric Murray a little bit, and then they can, put all that together, a little fusion there, a little speed on the back end.
Hell yeah. Jeff, anybody stick out to you?
It's hard for me to be that excited. I mean, the combine's always fun to see, athleticism, but it's hard for me because we don't even have a first round pick. So it's just kind of what falls to us in the second round. Huh?
I'm right there with you, but I'm just.
No, I get it. I don't know. I mean, just if you're going to ask me what I'm looking for the Colts to do in the second round, I mean, this draft guy has to be defensive heavy. It's got to be.
Just looking for them to draft someone.
I just want him to draft someone good. I mean, Ballard's track record with drafting edges isn't great. I do like what they've seen out of Latu, but I think they still need someone to pair him with. I'm looking at linebacker because, again, Franklin's a good tackler, but he's sucks in coverage. And he's likely
a deep linebacker class.
You
feel good about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate if they added some beef on their offensive line either. I mean, but it's just hard to be like, oh, I'm really excited about this guy because he's probably going to be gone by the time the Colts make a choice anyway. So
it's fair.
Just to talk about some people that had some really good combines, though, like Sonny Styles.
So
yeah,
that's why I didn't mention him.
Starts.
Like Stowers, a crazy combine.
Why Stowers?
Was that? Is it Talon Green? Was that his name?
The quarterback out of
the quarterback. He had
4.36.
4.36. He had a 43.5-inch vertical, if I'm not mistaken. So he beat Anthony Richardson's and he set the all-time quarterback. And then he technically, if he would have tested as a wide receiver, because he's 6'6" and 230 pounds, if he'd have tested as a wide receiver, he would have been the highest RAS score at a perfect 10 all time for wide receivers.
Mhm.
He's faster than Chad Johnson, jumps higher, he weighs more. Like,
Wasn't there like a defensive tackle that ran like some stupid 40? It was like a 4.8 or something retarded.
yeah, it was the kid
Like
from Texas Tech.
dude.
Yeah, he's 313 pounds. He ran like a 4.86, I think.
That's it.
That's incredible.
Yep.
There's a guy
Can
who,
you imagine that refrigerator running? That's stupid.
there's a safety. I think he's looking at a third or fourth round pick, but I've been high on him since I watched him at the Senior Bowl and stuff too. Bud Clark.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to be a really good safety, and somebody will get a steal.
Yeah, Ransaw.
Sure.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, that kid out of Texas, something Taff, Michael Taff, he had a good day too.
Yeah. There's I can't remember Luma. He's a tackle prospect.
Is this like a Sugma joke? Like what?
No, this is not a
I'm
Ligma.
scared to walk into that one.
Yes, no, its last name is like Louma.
Okay.
Luma, something like that. He's a redshirt sophomore out of I think Utah, maybe. He's an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Can't suck my dick.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. He plays football. Yeah.
Yeah, the football guy.
I'm sorry.
I like the way you're like delaying and stuff. Like I really feel like you're trying to like luma into your pants or something. Like I don't know what you're doing here.
I'm not trying to do that at all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Caleb Lomu, the O tackle from Utah. Yeah, Caleb Lomu. Yeah, he ran a 4.99. He's 6'6", 313.
Lomu my balls.
Yeah. Anyways, he's expected to go top like into the first round, early second round.
That's right where you are picking, dude.
Exactly. I think if he's available, I think that's where they're going to go. I could also see. I think there's a defensive tackle out of Georgia who's been in that area. I've done a couple mock drafts, but
too many to admit.
Yeah, I don't know. With the way that Nick Caserio consistently does trades, it is incredibly hard to do mock drafts because I never know if he's actually going to stick and pick. Most of the time, the answer is no. So,
Blake Miller, yeah, I mean, he could be. I could see the Texans getting him at the end of the first two. The dude from Clemson.
Yeah,
I saw a mock draft that came out today. I think it was updated Daniel Jeremiah or something, where they had the Texans taking Lomu at 28 and then trading back up with the Seahawks to draft Jadarian Price.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mel Kiper had y'all taking him in the first round.
Yeah.
This is obviously before David Montgomery.
I'd love to see. I don't think he's going to just because of his combine measurements, but I'd love to see Jacksonville like move up in the second round and get Caleb Banks, the tackle or the D tackle out of Florida. Like not even me being like I'm a Gator fan. Like
he's good.
No, he had the longest arm measurements since like 1992 or something like that. Like
shit.
And he ran a 5.04 at 327 pounds. He's 6'6".
Some John Jones arms.
That dude's huge.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 35 and a half or something like that inch arms.
I do want to shout out Arvell Reese and David Bailey for actually competing in the combine. You ever see these like guys who are already projected top 5 picks?
Oh yeah,
and they came out and they did it. And they did a really damn good job too.
I didn't really like how Who was there was a running back or somebody that didn't run the 40, but they did everything else.
I don't know.
Was that, or it may have been a receiver? I don't remember, but it was somebody. Huh?
I remember reading about that. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because that's right. Because Love ran the 40 because he ran a 4.36, 4.35, something like that. And then, but he's a top prospect. Oh, Caleb Downs. He didn't run the 40, but he came out and did some of the field drills.
Yeah.
It's like just run the fucking 40, dude. Like that. Like he knows he's already going to be like a top 3 pick.
I think
like
I think that one of the differences between him and like Bailey and Reese and like Bane didn't do anything, but like they're competing with each other to be the best edge. There's nobody close to Caleb Downs.
like I guess too.
Caleb
He's just
Downs is the
he would
best
just be hurting
safety.
himself.
Yeah,
If he went out there and which he's not going to, but if he went out there and ran like a 4.54 or a 4.6, like he's only hurting himself. Oh, they did. He is hurt. I didn't see anything about that.
Oh, I didn't hear that either.
Or maybe he got.
Yeah,
hurt
he's
doing
really
it.
not competing with anybody as who's the best safety. You know, it's nowhere close.
All right, let's pivot again. Again. So it's pre-free agency. Is there anybody who is about to leave the team or who is a pending free agent from another team that you would like to either bring back or bring in? Just
Trey
one
Henderson.
name.
Another team, you saying?
One name?
You can do one of each.
We only got one shot. Did not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Or actually, every NFL offseason, actually. Tyreek Hill. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
One. If I say, hey, one guy I want to bring back,
That's a Titans move. Tyreek Hill for the Titans.
I think I wouldn't mind. I'd like to bring Sebastian Joseph Day back as a rotational defensive line guy. I've already mentioned Zeitler and Chig, but like I like the idea of having Sebastian Joseph Day. He's been really solid, and if he can be that third defensive line guy that comes in and rotates in and out, you got a solid rotation right there.
Okay.
And then from other teams, I mean, we got plenty of holes, but I'll just say John Franklin Myers because I think he's going to bend up here anyway.
Hefe?
I mean, we already talked about him. I mean, obviously, we need to bring back Alec Pierce. And I think it makes the most sense to me just because they kept Lou Anarumo around. You know, he was looking at head coaching jobs, but he's still the DC. Trey Henderson, I think right now makes the most sense. And I think he'd be a good pair up with Latu.
He's going to cost so much.
He is
$30 million.
I think they're going to clear up again $20 million in cap with him. I think the money will be there.
It's just like, dude, you sign Daniel Jones, like give him his money.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. He played really good half a year, but against some bad teams, and it's hard to tell how he's going to come back, when he's going to come back. I honestly just want him tagged and see how he does.
Yeah.
Now,
but yeah, I would say Trey Henderson is I think that marriage makes too much sense.
Yeah. That's valid. Reunited with Lou Anarumo. All right. Isaiah, what you got?
One guy that I've already heard a couple times, like in the Jaguars circle, is Jalen Thompson from the Cardinals, the safety. Mm-hmm. I think he would slot in nicely in our secondary in the Anthony Campanelli scheme. He's a rangy guy, and he's a good veteran for our young free safety guys to learn from. And he's not going out of contract yet, but Antonio Johnson, I would love to go ahead and get him and Trayvon Walker locked down before we get through the season. They have another big year, and then all of a sudden we've got to pay him all this money, or we can't bring him back. But I can see Jalen Thompson headed to Jacksonville.
Okay. For the Texans, Ed Ingram is probably the only one that I feel is the most
needed.
Leaves the biggest hole to fill, I should say. Ed Ingram played the best football of his career last season. Maybe that's the coaching of Cole Popovich. Maybe it's a scheme thing, but regardless, he would be the in-house person. He fucking dominated one play and would allow the most ridiculous sack the next. But he's the most hot and cold player I've ever seen. But when he's hot, holy crap! What? You look like you had a question there, Stan Drew.
No, I wouldn't. She said hot.
Oh, okay. The sizzle. And then from the outside, David Edwards, the guard from the Bills. He'd be someone I think he's going to be 30. I think he's currently 29. You plop him in at left guard. He's been above average at left guard for the last 3 or 4 years. You're looking at a $10 to $12 million price per year. That's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. You were paying.
Track has him at $20 million a year.
God damn.
He's only 28 though. He's not 29.
Oh, okay. All right. And then as a bonus, maybe Connor McGovern, because I still think you got to bring in another center to compete with Jake Andrews, who was not great, but you could do worse than Jake Andrews.
Lloyd Cushenberry apparently.
Yeah,
you can have him. I actually think Connor or Cade Mays is going to end up in Tennessee. The name I should have dropped, because I've been on him since before the season ended, is Alontae Taylor. I love Alontae Taylor. I love the way he plays. He's physical.
Man, I think him back home.
Mm-hmm. And so that's actually, I've been on him for a long time. I really hope, because we need corners like crazy. So I love Alontae Taylor.
Hell yeah. Eric from Let's Talk the Video Files. Nakobe Dean from Philadelphia on a prove it deal because of his injury history.
I didn't even know he was a free agent.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of cut candidates out there on other teams that are not, supposed to be on the free agent market that are going to make these a lot more difficult.
Let's bring in Bobby Wagner for a Super Bowl in Jacksonville, And hold on. We could bring in Levante David, Bobby Wagner, and
Mario Davis.
Have the oldest linebacking core in NFL history.
Talk about some wisdom, baby.
Because Foye is also like 31, or he will be by the season starts. So good Lord, dude. Whoever's under them will be a superstar X Factor in Madden the next season, guaranteed.
Man, that mentor is crazy. One of the bigger free agent topics, as far as somebody who's not cut but could be, is Trent Williams, the left tackle out of San Francisco. I have heard a lot of people talking about how Trent Williams wants to go somewhere that's in a win now mode. He says he's got multiple years left to play at 38 years old.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Trent Williams.
I mean, honestly,
he said he wants to go somewhere to win.
Well, he's definitely not going to Indianapolis.
We got our left tackle set.
If he wants to win the first half of the season, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to go 8-0 and then finish 8-9, we're your home, baby.
You know where home is, baby.
He is from Houston. In the off seasons, he works out in Houston.
Everybody works out in Texas.
There is some magnetism drawing him, maybe, but that would require some fucking
molten hot magma.
But that would require the Brinks truck to back up for him, and we have to clear some money for that.
None of y'all have money. We have money. Y'all don't have money,
bro. You have
the cap doesn't exist. Okay,
you have money because no one wants to play there. Okay, that's why you got.
We have enough money to pay Titans tax, baby. We had the Titans tax ready to go.
Yeah. How'd that work out for Cal?
Damn, Quiddy Pay ugly as hell.
Yeah, not a handsome man.
And he's not. I mean, he's very, very mid at what he does too.
I was looking at they have him spot tracked to make 18 million next year.
Averagest pass rusher in the NFL.
The most averagest player ever.
Yeah. That's why I used to tell my buddy that Phillip Rivers was the greatest average quarterback of all time.
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, honestly, you're not wrong. But
I mean, if you really look at it, like what he did over his career, like you're going to get 20, 25 touchdowns every year, 37 to 4,200 yards. Not many rushing yards or rushing touchdowns. He's going to hand off the ball, do a lot of checkdowns. He has his funny sayings, but he never won anything.
Look, all I'm going to say is he came off the couch after 5 years.
No.
Almost beat the Super Bowl champs in Seattle. I'm just saying.
I mean, absolutely. Nothing against him. Nothing against him. I'm just saying,
he might have gotten his Hall of Fame bid just doing that.
Damn. I didn't even know
that.
That
talked about enough where the Chargers had the number one offense and the number one defense in the league and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Finished 8-8. Look,
Very Chargers.
like realistically though, I feel like if Phillip Rivers just didn't have as many interceptions, I don't think we could call him just like the most average guy ever. But because he did, and he, because of those actions, fucked up a lot of those games. 1000% the most average guy.
Yeah.
But
You are in fact that guy, pal.
yeah, you are that guy. You look, I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. I think next episode we will get into mock drafts and we'll have a little bit more of a clearer picture. Maybe there'll be more moves done. I'm gonna Google real quick what the official start of the league year is. I know it's like the 11th, but I want to know what
11th. I think it's like 2 or 3
Yep.
p.m.
year
I believe it is March 11th.
at 3 Central.
Look at me.
Wednesday, March 11th at 3 p.m. Central, we will start to see all these things become official. Now, the 3 days before that, we will have the legal tampering period, which is true free agency, because
Or is it false free agency?
They just started on the 8th. I don't understand.
well, it's like the National Signing Days thing for college football players. Like National Signing Day is like it used to be like everybody's gathered in like the hallway and somebody's going to put on the hat and it was a big old circumstance. Now
When
they
TikTok came along.
Somebody's mom walking
they
off.
had
NIL.
early signing day,
Mhm.
and now the National Signing Day is nothing. It's
Yes, it is
like
true about
nobody
that.
actually signs on that anymore. So
He went out there in his underwear because he thought they were track shorts, and his dick popped out.
yeah, I forgot about that. That's funny. Unrelated. Do you guys know that Chris Jones calls himself Stone Cold? That's his nickname.
By who?
I don't know. It's in a lot. It's apparently his name. I don't know. I didn't make it up.
He
They
just
do look
talks in-
alike.
He just talks in third person, calling himself Stone Cold.
Stone Cold don't give a shit.
One sack. What? Two sacks. What?
They look eerily similar, so I can see why.
Trevor Lawrence running for a touchdown after falling. What?
Well, look, good spot to wrap it up. So, gentlemen,
Stone Cold.
hell yeah. That's a deep-
Gas
if you're a
mask
Titans
man.
fan, go check out Andrew at Titans Table for Two. He and his brother Christian holding it down. If you're a Colts fan, you should go check out Unstabled with Jeff and Justin. Justin is not just a half of that effort. He's also on Kingmaker Sports, talking all things fantasy. And Justin and Jeff also do tag team talk. Up at the top right, we've got Isaiah, 1/3 of Third and Teal. If you're a Jags fan, head on over there. He and Eric and Trevor holding it down, talking all things Duval. I didn't want to do it loudly. Someone's
Duval.
Duval. I'm going to do it as
Toward your face when you do it, though.
Duval.
Duval. Anyway. And if you're
They took that face out of Madden. You can't use that one anymore. They kind of look like him with like the eye a little bit lower. I think he probably complained.
Damn.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, and it's not there anymore.
Rest in peace.
Duval.
And if you're a Texas fan, come check me out on
And my preference, the fart at the end.
Anyways,
It sounded like a fart at the end of it.
wasn't for it.
It was.
Oh my God.
And
There
40
shouldn't
farts
be
are still
fans
funny. I don't